Let's go ahead and get into our phone here. So I think we've got new articles to read, which is always exciting. If you're anything like me, you love a good article to read. So let's see what's going on here at the Augmented Eye. Alarms rise. Yes, absolutely, Mama. You're 100% right. You have to be in the right headspace for this game. It's not kind to those who are unprepared or ill-equipped. Alarms rise as the Apollo Trust Bank suffers terrorist attack. Updating. Okay, something by Kim. We haven't seen her in a while. I hope she seems to be doing well enough to write articles. But we were worried about Say, because she was in here. Hijacked screens at downtown Casanova announced what seems to be a terrorist threat aimed at the Apollo Trust Bank. The information suggests that a currently unidentified bomber is already inside the building. The White Knights counter-terrorism unit responded to the threat immediately. However, the bank was then locked down by an external network attack. We might be dealing with a dual threat here, CTU's Chloe Bauer told AE. The bank has been sealed shut using its own disaster prevention system. However, none of the terminals at the bank were working at the time. The building is basically sealed at this point. The hostages are trapped. That's not good. That's rarely good. This is updating currently, so we don't actually know how Say is doing, which is troubling. I want Say to be doing well. I like her. The Augmented Eye is being attacked by the whole staff. Interesting. Okay, this seems like some Alice Rabbit shit. Hi, everyone. We take your security seriously here at the Augmented Eye, and we have the obligation to disclose that recent articles on Alice Rabbit were vandalized by who we think is Alice Rabbit themselves, or a very good impersonator. That's right, they were getting... all the articles were getting all messed up. Either they were like region blocked, or the text in them was all screwy. So this is checking out. Everything's consistent logically. We want to extend our apologies and inform that we'll be limiting our coverage of Alice Rabbit to just factual news and not entertainment pieces. Sincerely, the Augmented Eye staff. Okay? That makes sense. Didn't seem like it was helping them any. It was just drawing attention to in an unwanted way. Pollution to reach historic levels next year. Oh, that's great. Absolutely fantastic. We have not fixed anything. Seems like cyberpunk society has advanced in a lot of ways, but not in pollution management, environmental stuff, regulations. That's upsetting. That's very upsetting. All right, Kim, what you got for us? You're pulling a lot of weight here. Even though most countries in the world have adapted their economies to solve the ongoing problem of climate change, Glitch City still relies on ancient technologies in order to keep costs low with profits high. Capitalism, baby! Yeah, fucking people over. Even in the future. As a result of this backwards policy, it seems as though we'll be experiencing a huge increase in air pollution next year. Yeah, I think I made a comment about that last time when Jill went to go get a smoke. She mentioned offhandedly about like getting some fresh air, and I was like, that seems unlikely given where she lives and the fact that she was smoking. So yeah, it seems to be a real problem. As a result of this backwards policy, it seems as though we'll be experiencing a huge increase in air pollution next year. Our contamination levels will force the whole population to move away from a lot of areas within the city. The soil is dying at an alarming pace, said experts in a report. Having to buy special raincoats and umbrellas does suck, but experts say you better get used to it. Yay! Oh, that's nice to hear. Thank you, experts. It sucks. How long until someone says pollution is a good thing? There's a book. There is a book. When I was doing a little search on Audible for one of my education things, I have a cycle where I go through like entertainment, education, stuff like that. And I was looking for a good book on climate change. I know, a little bit about it, but I always want to know more. And there was this really weird book about like the pros of fossil fuels and stuff, and it was advertised even on Audible as a like science thing. And I was like, this is really strange because 99% of scientists are in agreement about the state of the world and climate change's effects. So I was like, what the hell kind of book is this? And I looked it up, and it was just utter nonsense about how, like, CO2, we need to increase CO2 because it's what the plants need. And I was like, yeah, that's right. But you can't do that while cutting down all the trees and then polluting the ocean and making it, like, so acidic that, you know, the phytoplankton and stuff that are responsible for so much CO2 to oxygen transformation are dying. Like, what kind of thing is that? You're just like, oh, you know, it's actually all a good thing because we're making more jobs when we do things with oil. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is fucking stupid. I can't believe someone said this and published it, and I can't believe it's on Audible and somebody did it. Someone recorded the audio for that. What the fuck? Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. All right. Soapbox over for the moment. Okay, so we got some Danger U stuff. I've learned that we need to go from the bottom up. Apollo Bank is being attacked, and no one was reporting on it. Are you actually surprised? Considering the nature of their threats, it's clear that Quincy doesn't want to take the blame. I think he's like the prime minister or whatever you call a person in charge here. What a fucking coward. Do you have any sources there? I'm posting from the site. It looks like someone's inside the bank with a huge bomb threatening to blow up the building. Huh. So someone is at the place or claiming to be at the bank. Any demands? They want Quincy to quit and the White Knights disbanded. I'm fine with one of those things. I don't know enough about the White Knights if I want them disbanded. But if they're kind of like the police, maybe we defund them a little. Wow. So they're actually helping the protesters? That's not the way to help people. What if this is just a huge false flag to blame the opposition? I wouldn't be surprised. This fucking place, lol. Let's wait for more information. Yeah, there's a lot of threads. I don't understand everything about the society, so hard to take sides just yet. But yeah, Quincy does suck, and typically, cop forces in these kind of situations rarely good. So that's where I'm leaning so far. Streaming John. Okay, that's who we made. Did anyone see last night's escapade? She was at Valhalla Bar. It was all right. Bartender was a cutie. Oh my god. We're getting our renown. But man, is she full of herself. Oh, I should have kept reading. Oopsies. Don't care. I'm going next week to ask for a date. We all know you won't. Pretty sure nobody here has the guts to ask someone out. That's some real chat stuff. She's still sleeping? Yeah, the bartender has been telling everyone they need to be careful with their words, lol. I wonder if there's illegal activity going on there. Like, why would you need to be careful with what you say? Maybe they're avoiding casual racism. True, still, it wouldn't be rare for them to do shady stuff. This fucking city, haha. At least she's sleeping now. Last time I saw her taking some rest was about a week ago. Crash is one hell of a drug. This thread is closed. Alright, so I guess Danger U isn't... I know we were getting a lot of Miki stuff, so I guess it's not entirely about Miki. It's also about... anything, I guess. Just checking my levels, sorry. A White Knight just beat me up. Okay. I'm fucking crying right now. Let me tell you the story. Waiting for OP to deliver. I'm here. Anyway, here it goes. I was going home after buying groceries at the store. I was very tired because I had to line up for hours just to buy milk. When I'm finally out of there, a group of 3 White Knights stopped me and started asking for my ID. And also wanted to see my bag to check if I wasn't a scalper. Once they saw everything was in order, they asked me for a military service ID and just, what the fuck? Why would I have that on me? And there's no enforced conscription anymore. It doesn't make sense. Because I didn't have it on me, they asked for money or else they'd plant drugs on me. Of course I refused. But they'd lose their patience and they'd lose their patience and one of them hit me right in the temple with a gun. I was bleeding like crazy on the floor, so they just took my groceries and left. Holy shit, man. I fucking hate this place. I hate it so much. I want to leave this fucking hellhole. So tired of this shit every day, every fucking day. Yeah, that seems pretty real. Nothing's changed there, yeah? Yeah, this is what happens when cops don't have any accountability. They can just kind of do whatever they want, and they don't have any systems that like hold them up and give them real consequences. Pretty fucked. Anything from our girl? Hiramiki, give us a little dose of something good. 'Cause everything else has been pretty shit. Alright. I don't see anything to do. Other than just jam for a second. Alright, let's go to work. Saturday, December 17th. Evening. I always do this. When I'm messing around with stuff, I always put my camera in front of the screen. There we go. Evening. Oh, I didn't expect you today. I was waiting for you to call and say you wouldn't be coming in or something. Things at the Apollo Bank are getting ugly, so that means more people will be looking for a drink. You can take a break, you know. You're quite the hard worker. And the streets are not exactly safe right now. They've never been when you get down to it. And besides, I can't afford to not come in with the bar closing soon. I wonder if any bar has used impending closure as a means of getting their employees to work. Seems like the total opposite would happen. Not to mention, I get bored out of my brains in my apartment, so I'd rather come here anyway. It doesn't seem like Jill really has any hobbies. Like, what does she actually do on her days off? She has a cat, which is great. But she doesn't seem to, like, engage in any meaningful content. She doesn't have any, like, close friends. Like, Alma's trying to hang out and she kind of blows her off. Like, we bought her that video game. She doesn't do anything with it. She's got that plant, but it's a hollow plant, so she doesn't need to water it, so it's not like she's got a real hobby there. This is important, guys. Make sure you do something for you. Don't become a workaholic. What did you say? Nothing important. Gil isn't back yet? Nope, I wouldn't worry too much about him, though. You say so. That girl's still here? Oh, wow, oh, wow. Okay, Streaming Chan. We might get another, Streaming Chan the sequel. Yep, she was sleeping so peacefully, I felt bad about waking her up. So, would you mind doing that for me? Actually, yes, I mind. But you're the boss, and it's kind of my fault she's here in the first place. Sorry about that. Alright, everyone, prepare your brains, prepare your souls for Streaming Chan, possibly. Well, maybe she'll be better with some sleep. Hey, young lady, sleep another hour and we'll have to start charging you a motel fee. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Yeah, if I have a complaint about this game, it's that, like, when music pops in, it pops in hard. Not a big fan. Not a big fan. Where am I? Oh, right. Oh, Shouty Town Bar. Let's see. All my gear is in place. And neither my pants nor my panties, shirts, or bra have been displaced. Oh, it's the flat bartender. Good morning. Good evening. Evening? Oh, wow. It's the best day of sleep I've had in quite some time. Sorry for all the trouble I may have caused you today or last night. At least she's apologizing. I appreciate that. Don't worry. You're so nice, flat bartender. Thanks for taking care of me. Bye. Anime was a mistake. Hello, guys and gals. Streaming Chan is back in action with our batteries reloaded. Ah, the moon, it burns. I feel like I've just unleashed something terrible into the world. Come on, it's not that bad. Say, what's this bottle? Flying gave it to me yesterday. A gift of sorts, I'm guessing. Oh, cool. It's some sort of rum. Rum, nice. Want me to serve you a bit of it? Yeah, sure. Let's give boss some rum. Go to the bottle drinks tab and drag it to the shaker before mixing. Okay. Grandpa booze. Yeehaw. Alright, I guess I just do just a little mixy mix. Cool. I like rum. Rum's great. A little bit of rum and cola. Excellent. Excellent. That was probably one of my first alcoholic drinks, was just like a rum and cola. Yeah, I had that before I turned 21. I would go over to a friend's place and I was driving, so like I would get there around like 5. And I would have just like one of those while we were hanging out. And I wouldn't leave till like midnight or something, so I wasn't really worried about getting drunk. I was still very responsible because I knew I was driving, and technically what I was doing was less than legal. But you know, I felt like I was mature enough. I don't know if I could recommend anybody else do that, but yeah, that's what happened to me. All right. I'm going to enjoy this in my office. Thanks. Anytime. Okay, then. All right. Somebody's coming. Somebody's coming. Who's it going to be? I'm going to say it's going to be a new character. I'm going to say a new character. I don't remember. It's been years since I played it. I feel like we're getting a new character. Oh, wait, I got to pick the songs. Hold that thought. All right. Troubling news. That sounds nice. In its own way. Everything will be okay. See, that's troubling news, but everything will be okay. Bank thing, say it will be fine. That's a cool name. Star pierces the dark. And then dawn approaches with renewed hope. Eat the star. Oh, yeah, we just got this. I think we bought this song. Ooh. Okay. Girl. I like this one. Can I put it on twice? Oh, I can. Hell yeah. Follow Trail. Underground Club. Alternate Reality. Showtime. That sounds good. Shh, there it is again. My God. Valhalla, please. Ooh. Hello. Oh, yeah. This is a fucking bop. Troubling news. I'm feeling pretty good. Time to serve, mix, and change lives. Wait, that's not how it goes. No one here to retort. Man, it feels lonely without Gil here. I just hope the restlessness on the streets doesn't lead to dangerous or weird types coming in here. What did I say? What did I say? New character coming in. We got the brain in the jar. It's your boy. I hate myself. We were just talking about this with Jamie the last night, so this is a perfect continuation of that story. Good evening. Holy shit, that was a record-breaking jinx. Welcome to Valhalla. What can I get you? Oh, I have a blue fairy. Maybe what kind of voice does a brain have? I feel like it would have to be synthetic. Because he's got no organic things to make the noise. Don't make a joke about becoming real. Don't make a joke about becoming real. On it. Oh, oh, okay, I get it. Pinocchio. All right, blue fairy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, and we get a brain drunk. He doesn't have a liver. What's this gonna do to a brain? I'm not gonna give him any. I don't want to hurt his poor tissues. He hasn't done anything to offend me yet, so I don't feel like I want to fuck him up. One of these will make all your teeth turn blue. Hope you brush them well. All aged in milk. Yeah, he's got no filter. You're absolutely right, Mama. I don't know. I don't know how he's gonna handle this, but we'll just give him a nice drink. There we go. Here you go. Nice. Yeah, this is the thing. So, how are you gonna... Oh, you can grab stuff. Should have figured as much. Does he have, little robot hands? You can drink stuff? And eat. I have the same system Lilum do. Can I ask you something, Miss... Oh, it's a girl. Taylor. Taylor the Brain. Call me Taylor. Just Taylor. And yes, a cutie... Ooh. A flirtatious brain. Okay. And yes, a cutie like you can ask me anything. Okay, Taylor. You have to be the first person I've met that didn't go, okay, just Taylor. Nah, too easy. You are a brain in a jar, right? I'm sure not a hologram of that, I'm sure. Yep, I'm a bona fide human brain in a jar. So, how? Why? What does my handsomeness make you speechless? Oh, I guess Taylor can be a boy's name. Or like a typically male name. I don't know. I never met a lot of male Taylors. But what the fuck do I know? What, does my handsomeness make you speechless? You're not something a girl sees every day, and that's saying something, saying quite a bit in these parts. Fear not, for I have a speech prepared for these situations. Speech? Big ol' brain. My brain is made of brains. Rock hard brain. You know, I mean, if you're a sapiosexual, like, this is like porn. What's sexier than an actual brain? Oh, look at those ridges. Look at that cerebral cortex. This is doing something for somebody. You're seeing one of the 5 great living bottled brains of the world. We are brains living in conditions that allow us to exist as any other humanoid creature, all while computers in our jars scan our activities. In a slow but steady manner, we are helping the world understand the inner workings of nature's most complex computer. Oh yeah, I guess I could. So, let's see. I don't have any way of indicating anything. So the frontal cortex. So that's the part on the left. The bit hanging out there at the bottom with the wires going in. That's the cerebellum. Oh gosh, I'm on the spot. The part in the side, slightly above the cerebellum, is the temporal lobe. And then we've got the occipital lobe in the very, very back. And then the parietal lobe on the top back. Frontal lobe is for reasoning, personality. Occipital lobe is for sight. Cerebellum is balance. The temples is fucking something. Memory, which I clearly need. I need to work out my temporal lobe. Yeah, memory. Maybe hearing. I don't remember. And I don't remember what the parietal lobe does. I'm gonna be honest. You can't expect me to know everything about nature's most complex computer. That's right. You can pass it. According to the Florida U.S. standards, all you need to know is where the locations are. So as long as you can remember the locations, you will pass. Front is in the front. Temporal's on the side with your temples. Parietal is where you part your hair. Occipital, eyesight, eyes in the back of your head. Cerebellum hangs down like a bell. Boom. There's your lesson. I'm guessing you prepared that after being asked... wrong voice. I'm guessing you prepared that after being asked the same question too many times, huh? Not out of exasperation or anything like that, mind you. I just wanted to have something thoughtful prepared. Look, I even have a couple of pamphlets with me. You want one? Actually, yes. Sure, what brings one of our world's 5 brains in jars to this place, though? Oh, I'm from around here, actually. I just wanted to take a walk for the first time in quite a bit of time. Have you come here before? Sadly, no. Otherwise, I'd remember a cute face like yours. Speaking of which, can I have your name? It's Jill. Jill, that's a really cute name. I like this guy so far. He's coming off a little forward. But I wouldn't say anything he's doing is exceptionally rude. Then again, not a girl. I've not felt the overwhelming presence of a guy trying to like hit on me and get in my pants. So I'm not sure exactly if he's doing anything inappropriate. I'm kind of just judging this by the standards of the rest of this game. And so far, he hasn't asked me anything too bad. He's just called me cute. Which, you know what? I like being called cute. It seems nice. Say, weren't you scared of going outside today? What with all the... Makes you uncomfortable? Alright, then I'm going to just say that this is still bad, but better than what we've had before. Thank you for the female perspective, Mama. I appreciate your presence here. And for anybody that would call me out because I make uncomfortable, weird things to Mama, that's my wife. So, not a stranger. I'm not hitting on a stranger in my chat. I'm making funny jokes to my wife. Thank you for being here, baby. It didn't stop you from coming here either, did it? Yeah, you're right. It's going to take more than cryptic but ominous news to stop me. You're awfully energetic. Did you know that? Sorry, does that bother you? No, not at all. Just that I figured a brain in a jar wouldn't be so happy. Mwah. While I was alive, my body got to a point where there wasn't much I could do. This new state of existence allows me to accomplish more than I ever could before. Ah, okay. So probably some kind of degenerative disease where his brain was fine, but the body was failing for some reason. Well, I'm glad he's doing better now. He probably didn't get a lot of social interaction. Maybe that's why he's coming off a little strong. I'll give him a slight benefit of the doubt. But he still needs work. Still needs work. Plus, I'm doing something that'll help people in the long run. Well, that's nice. He is helping people. Wouldn't you be happy? I wonder. Do you want to make me happy, Jill? Okay, come on, don't be a douche. Don't worry, just give me a beer. Okay. Alright then, yeah, I'll make you happy. 1 beer to make Taylor happy. I still don't want to get him drunk. I wonder if the computer system he has like liquid filters and stuff. Until he confirms, I'm not going to give him a lot of alcohol. Just seems risky. Here, a beer. Ah, yes. No matter what happens, beer's always good. It's interesting, though. Just yesterday, I was talking to a client about brain uploads. You were? Yeah, we were talking about how even if you upload your brain, you'd still be here. I've thought about that, too. Do you think that the you in the cybernetic environment would feel like she was indeed transferred? Okay, it is a girl? Okay. I guess it's hard to tell, typical sex and gender when you're just looking at a brain. Which means, like, what's the point of even having sex and gender, guys? If all of us is right there in the pink mass, who cares? Just be you. Like, would she remember everything? Like waking up someplace else and so on? That's an interesting question. I was actually thinking earlier about being able to transfer someone's brain into a Lilum. One of the brains is being used in such an experiment, actually. They can make a functional Lilum. Unfortunately, the wiring and other such stuff makes it look more creepy than anything. They aren't transferring his identity or anything, though, just wiring to a body. Oh. You'd think someone would rather do that than float around exposed in a jar. I have to admit the whole brain thing does look creepy. But the body I'm telling you about is just uncanny looking. Speaking of uncanny, how did you feel when you saw yourself like this for the first time? It was quite a shock, actually. It didn't last too long, though. I was never too attached to my body. Okay, so I guess he does have some kind of, or she, some kind of sensor, just like, our eyes are just organic machines that take in input, just like any other part of our body. So I guess it's just mechanical to organic instead of organic to organic. That's cool. She would have to be able to see and stuff to walk around. It's just, getting used to the environment here, getting used to a new character, a new type of thing. I like this. This is really fun. Later in my life, that was almost literal. You know what the downside of this body is? I can't get drunk. Okay. Cool, okay. Cool. If you want to call that a downside. If you wanted to drink alcohol for the taste, there are many alternatives. Drunkenness is part of the whole experience. Why, though? Lilum can get drunk with no problem. Interesting. Okay, I wonder how that works. Yeah, but in their case, their brain's a computer attached to their body. Getting drunk causes their brains to reduce the input speed to their bodies. Oh, okay. Depending on the model, their drunk subroutine might throw in a different behavior cycle, even. So they're programmed to have, to run different programs if enough alcohol enters their system. Their system's slow or have a lag to them, or the computer brain in them actually runs different programs. That's super cool. Wow. Fascinating stuff. It's hard to get drunk when the whole point of you being in a jar is figuring out exactly how you work. Yeah, you're right. Hey, Jill. Oh, Alma. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Oh, just Alma. Where's the courtesy one would expect from plebeian bar staff? Welcome to Valhalla. What can I get you? Happy? Not when you put it that way. Why, hello there, beautiful. Whoa! You hurt my feelings with that, darling. Sorry, you don't see talking disembodied brains every day. I mean, I did work a summer in Lilla maintenance, but even then, those were talking heads. Oh, don't worry about it. At least you're not running or fainting. Your name was Alma, right? I'm Taylor. Nice to meet you, Taylor. Say, Alma, can I buy you a drink? Sorry, I only date people who are at least 50% organic and have at least one face. I know just what to strive for then. Just kidding. It'd make me happy to make you happy by buying you a drink. Does that bother you? I guess if Jill's the bartender, I don't have a problem with that. Awesome. I'll pay for your next drink then. What will you have? I'll have a cobalt velvet. And you, Taylor? I'm fine, actually. You're gonna have me drink alone? I don't want to drink that much. Okay, then. Let's make a cobalt velvet straight from Taylor to Alma. Heidi? Cobalt velvet. 1, 2. I'll make it a large. Make it a big. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and then I forgot to double that. All on the rocks and mixed. There we go. Nice. Your drink. Hope you enjoy it. You know, you've been nicer to me these past minutes than at least 3 guys have been in the last year. Judging from the way you two talk, I'm guessing you've been a client here for a while now, right? Only for about half a year or so, if memory serves right. Really? One would think it's been longer. It feels like it's been longer. Shut up, you love me and you know it. I like Alma a lot. She's not my favorite character, but leagues ahead of some other trash we've encountered. So you just started coming here and that was it? Well, the first time I came in here, the other guy, speaking of which, where's Pablo? Jillian. Archimedes. Dunno, adventuring or something. Anyways, the other guy served me the first time I came in here. Nothing unusual there. The next time I showed up, Jill here was the one serving, and I don't know, I feel like she just gets me. There's this chemistry. We click. We click, she says. The fact that I feel more chemistry with her than many other people is kind of sad, though. It's always good to see a nice friendship. Sadly, it's getting late, and I've got to go. I'll leave you two lovely ladies alone. See ya! That was nice. That could have been a lot worse. I came out of that encounter feeling better than what it could have been, certainly. Bye. Please come again. That Taylor sure was nice. Bit weird at first, though. Apparently one of 5 brains being studied by scientists or something. There's a summary of it in this pamphlet. Ooh, let's see. Oh yeah, I've heard of them before. Can't believe I actually met one. Say, Alma, how many people are there in your family? Just curious. Well, aside from my mom and dad, we're 4 sisters and 1 brother. Funnily enough, we all have names that start with the first 5 letters in the alphabet. So you're the eldest one? No, I'm actually the middle kid. Ugh. You're the middle kid, but your name starts with an A? Don't think too much about it. I never said the order reflected our ages. My sister Carletta's the eldest one. Then there's Diana just before me. Then comes Ava, and at the bottom lies Sorry, the youngest one is Bernardo. Oh! Okay, are we getting some trans? That's cool. I love inclusivity. Okay, it seems like Alma's still learning. She doesn't seem disrespectful, which is nice. Trying to do the real names. Maybe it's just a new thing, a new revelation, and she's still kind of getting used to it. She seems like sorry that she messed up, so that's good. Like trying to be better, which is all we can ever do. No one can be perfect from the start, you know. You've never been alone, I'm guessing. Can't complain about that, I guess. It helps that we're never 5 in the same house. By the time Evita and Bernie were born, Diana and Carletta had already moved. Speaking of family, today I came because I needed a break from everything that's been going on with them. Do you live with them? No, but Avita and Bernie do, not to mention I visit them almost every day. Anyway, my second eldest sister, Diana, just separated from her husband. It's not even been a week, but she's already got some other guy in her bed. She left her kid with her husband's parents and pretty much forgot about them. Oh, that's sad. Never mind the fact that they need to go to school and all that. Damn. Diana's life has always been messy, but these days she's really making it big. She wants time for herself, to live her life. She didn't think about that when she married the guy at 20. She didn't think about that when marrying a guy she had only known for like 3 months. She'd take your own advice. Hey, I'd never marry someone who could catch my attention so quickly, okay? Sure, there was that one time when it almost happened, but I blame the damn stadium kiss cam. Kiss cam? I was going out with a guy my little sister introduced to me. Seems he was her friend's brother or something. We went out a couple of times. He invited me to a basketball game. The mood was nice, but then later, the kiss cam focused on us, and instead of kissing me, he proposed. Ugh. I almost got caught in the mood and accepted. Huh? So I take it you rejected him in a stadium on the fucking kiss cam? We went out for like 3 weeks. I don't know, maybe he wanted to get in my pants with the old sex on the wedding night line. But I honest to God can't understand why he thought it'd be a good idea. That sounds too convoluted, you know, proposing and waiting for the wedding night just for sex? People do it. People 100% do it. In purity culture, heavily evangelical places, because they've talked up sex in such a, like, meaningful way, and it is meaningful. It is important to have that bond with someone, but, like, people will rush it because you've been told you can't have sex for your entire life, and that it's this special, magical thing. And then you meet somebody who shares your values. You know, you're probably in like a Christian college or school or something like that, and you're both fucking repressed because either you've done nothing or you've engaged in pornography and self-pleasure, and all you've just felt shame and guilt, you know, with that. So they could rush it because they're horny. They want sex because they're people. So yeah, it absolutely happens. There's like I think it's Mormons that do like where like they do penetration, but they don't like do any movement, and it's like soaking or something like that. So like people are always looking for ways to get around like the sex rules when it comes to religion, just through loopholes, because that's what God's all about, you know, loopholes. Anyways. Never underestimate the lengths of a man is willing to go to get you in their bed. I've seen more convoluted plots over the years. I'm feeling tempted to ask, but I'll pass. Want anything else? What's that bottle? Oh yeah, it's just some rum a client gave me yesterday. A gift? What did you do? A good enough service, I'm guessing. Kachikwe? Huh? Interesting name. What does it mean? Kachikwe is the name of a chieftain in some native tribes. Ooh, I hope I got that right. I'm sorry. I see. Do you want me to serve you some of this? I'll pass. I don't have too many good memories where rum's involved. Give me a fringe weaver instead, will you? Alright. Wonder what's up with her and rum. But anyways, let's just give her a fringe weaver. Wonder what happens if you give her the rum. I mean, I'm not going to do it, but I'm curious. Let's see. Do we get her drunk? I don't think so. She didn't ask for it, so I'm gonna be respectful. It'd be one thing if she was having a rough day and like she clearly needed it, but I think she just wants a drink right now. We're not in the business of getting people drunk outside of their will, guys. That is not what we do. All aged and mixed. There you go. One fringe weaver. What kind of memories do you have with rum? Nothing you need to worry about. Okay. Alright, now's my turn to ask questions. About what? What kind of family is your family? Well, I'm an only child. My mom and dad split amicably. My mom is a violinist, so she was always away from home with the orchestra. I spent most of my time with my dad, my aunt, my grandpa. Aside from that, I'd say my childhood was quite uneventful. Huh, didn't you get something like your mom's artistic vein or something? I played the violin until I was around 16, I think. What made you stop? I don't know. I just kind of said, that's it, one day and stopped. What about cousins or the rest of your family? See, we were talking about how everybody needs hobbies. And music is a fantastic one. Absolutely. Enjoying music, but also playing it. It's a good way to get your brain thinking. It's a good way to be active, good way to express your creativity. I feel like learning a musical instrument is a rewarding challenge that is honestly worth it to try. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, yeah. And then you can make fucking jams like this. What about cousins or the rest of your family? I see very little of them, actually. Mainly because my dad moved away from most of them. Most of my mom's family live in France to boot. So your mom's French? Yep. Can you speak French? Oh gosh. Mon anglais est plein d'anglais? No idea. I'm sorry, French people. My airplane is in the woods. I don't know. Ooh, what does that mean? Okay, good. They're gonna tell me. Rubbish. I don't know. I can't speak French. I did try though, but college started and I stopped taking classes. Funny thing, I actually have a cousin from my mom's side that still lives close by. Hey, Jabroni, man. Good to see you, dude. I hope things are looking better at work for you. I know you've been slammed for a while. So I'm glad you're here. Hopefully your presence here means that work is getting better. I hope so. See you later, Mama. Have a good time at the meeting, as much as one can have a meeting. Have a good time at a meeting. I hope it to be short and lacking unnecessary questions. I'll see you later. Let's see, but you'll be hard-pressed to make me Sodom in a crowd. I'm kind of lucky, you know? All of my mom's side of the family lives here. The chances of me meeting someone I'm related to on the street are ridiculously high. Yeah, that's the primary of my family. Nothing too interesting, sadly. Your mom's a French violinist and you call that uninteresting? Slightly better. I'm at least at the office today. That's good. I'm glad things are looking up. Hopefully it's a continuous trend upward. Maybe even there's a logarithmic trend where it shoots up higher, even better as time goes on. Hopefully it's one of those kind of trends. A French violinist mom is pretty interesting, I will say. I don't know anybody French. I don't know any violinists either. So I guess I'm boring. No one in my family did anything cool like that. I'm wondering if your family has ever made a fuss about that. I'm wondering if your family has ever made a fuss about you being a hacker. Hacker makes it sound too exotic. It's like if I called you a mixologist. Please don't, ever. Sounds like something somebody would say to make bartenders sound sophisticated. See? I mean, hacker is a good way to summarize it, but it's not the best. I'm a security consultant. People want to find flaws in the security of their systems, and I do my best to pinpoint where it breaks. Be it Glitch City or anywhere else in the world, they need security, and I'm their woman. I've told quite a few stories about cracking into databases to retrieve info like some sort of mercenary, though. That doesn't change the fact that hacker is not the best term to use. Makes the whole thing sound illegal when it's actually an honest job. Didn't you tell me you once secured some incriminating pics from a guy's cell phone? A mostly honest job, sheesh. What made you become a hacker, by the way? I've always been a sucker for puzzles. Even as a kid, I always had a Sudoku or crossword with me. Nerd. But at some point, they started feeling kind of samey. So when I started college, I took a course on system security. It felt like the kind of puzzle I was looking for. I mean, there are all kinds of things involved in breaching net security. You need to attack the stuff from different angles. And it's something that's always evolving. The whole point of everything is to strengthen security. Yeah, the nice little evolutionary arms race, always fun. Every time you think you've got the gist of it, they change everything. So it's kind of like an always evolving puzzle. A puzzle I help make harder at that. Huh, I didn't think about it that way. That is a cool way to think about it. Very interesting. It is less action-y than what the movies make it up to be, though. Yeah, we all know what that's like. just clacking away on some keyboard. And, a little sweat drips down. Say, I'm in. And then a whole bunch of stuff piles on the computer, and they get whatever they wanted. And it's the best. And they say some Whedonist line. And it's like, this is what you're looking for? Alright, this guy's been into something bad. And, it's Hollywood. I wonder if Alma has any catchphrases. No real-time frantic typing, nothing like that. Still, seeing my code break through something, it's an amazing feeling. Will you have anything else? I'll have a classy drink, any classy drink. Here goes nothing. Alright, I type. Classy girl. Let's see. What haven't we haven't made a mercury blast in a while. That sounds fun. 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. All on the rocks and blended. Oh yeah. This is the good shit. Blend, damn you. Mercury blast. There you go. Here you are. Yep, just what I needed. Thanks. Say, Jill, what's the worst that could happen if you don't get your drinks right? Well, people have the right to not give me money. If they don't pay for it, I don't get my bonus. No bonuses means less money and no tips, which doesn't help because I have to pay bills. Oh, I see. Do you have to make an effort to pay your bills? Nope. You have no idea how much I hate you right now. Well, my job pays pretty well, and I'm not the kind to spend too much on things other than food and bills. Maybe maintenance on my hands and new equipment, but aside from that... Oh, I know. If you have trouble with your bills, why not live with me? An offer. We could be roommates. Dunno. Moving my stuff through the stairs because the elevator's broken. Having to move my liquor collection. Never mind the fact that my cat's a shut-in. I got very upset the one time I moved some furniture around. The idea of moving just gives me a headache. You shouldn't take things so seriously when I say them, I don't, but I've thought about it before. Now I need some air. I'm going to take my break. You want to come? Are you inviting me to the back of the bar? You should invite me to dinner first. Every minute you waste making jokes is time taken for my break. Fine, let's go. Boss, I'm taking my break. Call me if anyone comes in. Sure. Well, that's nice. We're getting a break with a friend. That's important. This proves that it's not entirely a workplace only kind of associate thing, that they can be friends outside of that, which is nice.